so as you're choosing your leaders, ask yourself, does this person mean it enough to die? And that's the same question you would ask about your own dad. Does he love me enough to die for me? About your own husband, does he love me enough to protect me from a home invader at risk to himself? Like, the basic prerequisite for leadership is love of the people you lead and the willingness to die for them. And if you don't have that, you shouldn't be leading, period. It's true in the military, it's true in business, it's true in your home, and it's true in the government. And so no president will fix this unless he's like literally willing to die for it. And short of that, it can't be fixed.
I can think of no better way to end this conversation than that.
Joe Rogan, ladies and gentlemen.
You just nailed it. Well, listen, man, it's been very fun getting to know you. I think you are a you're a controversial character in the world, but you're misunderstood. And I think if people pay attention to your actual work and the things that you talk about, I think you're generally a force of good. I really believe that.
I feel like I'm the most conventional person who's ever lived.
I
don't think I'm radical at all. I'm the opposite.
In this crazy time, someone who's conventional and wise seems radical.
Maybe. I'm hoping for a better time.
Yeah, I think a better time's possible.
Me too.
I do. It's just, we're in for a rough ride.
Yeah, I'm not disarming anytime soon. So.
Yeah.
Building shit. We're gonna be skipping up and down the beach, picking mangoes and shit. We're gonna be making little alcohol. What do they call it? Hooch. We're gonna be making that shit.
Pina colada.
The unmuted.
Okay. I have other family that's in there,
Okay.
so.
I used to live in Mesa. I grew up around, Fairmount. I have nothing to, they're honestly, as you can imagine, they're probably like, of all the people you can live next to, probably the best neighbors. They're often like really good boss. One of my last bosses was a Mormon. I have literally nothing against them. But I just know that there's like more accountability.
Okay, you can call it
in the
accountability.
Catholic Church.
Because, yeah, like any religion, there's rules, but there's, they don't get punished.
Go ahead.
They don't call it punishing. It's like if you don't want to be if you don't want to follow the rules and be part of the, have a membership in the church, then you don't.
Well, what we're talking about whether, like, and it's not something offensive. I was under the impression they had an honor code, and if you were to engage in sex, you would be in trouble by the university. And that's similar in lots of universities.
There's campus rules. Yeah, to keep.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the Brigham Young. It was like their basketball team. One of the star players. He had sex, and I remember that's why he was. And that actually gave Brigham people, including myself, gave Brigham Young a lot of respect because it's like, they at least they hold true to their convictions. I mean, they literally suspended their star player for disobeying the rules, whereas most schools they wouldn't have done that.
It's a private school, and he knew the rules, and he signed an agreement to follow those rules. So he was suspended.
We're saying that's a good thing. Like,
Okay.
that's showing that they live by their word. So like
Yeah.
you were
And I
getting
like-
defensive, and we were saying no, that's actually something you usually don't see. That's a good thing, if anything.
Well, I just I respect it, and I just don't think it's appropriate to go to the negative point of being anti and saying a bunch of hateful things. It's just not. I mean,
Something hateful.
Brigham Young actually was the first state in the United States to get women the right to vote. So, he should be respected. And
Who said something bad about
you said
Mormons?
several, but I'm not going to go back in.
I wanted to
About gays?
more about this too. Glenn,
I don't think I
moving on.
I didn't say anything bad about it.
Okay.
No, but
I don't think gays should be
I know.
married in any fucking church.
just a quick statement. Just a quick. Glennis, I don't think anybody here was bashing on Brigham Young at all. I think just saying out that there is, people who've gotten in trouble for, honor code violations for sex and alcohol. Some schools, they don't mention the sex, but they do mention, like, zero tolerance on alcohol all across, like, East Coast, and they get kicked out immediately. But I don't think anyone has been denigrating being Brigham Young.
Brigham Young
I
University.
know that.
You mean for
I
that?
respect. I understand.
Yeah. Any other Christian university would have done the same thing. So, or
No,
maybe religious institution.
I have a confession to make. I haven't been paying close enough attention to Jesus because last night everybody said I had a dream about Pepe last night. I went immediately to church and asked for forgiveness. That's pretty fucking scary.
why did you have to?
I don't fucking know.
Did you have impure thoughts?
It was a weird. It was so fucking weird. I was like, man, I'm too far into this deal. So I asked Jesus to bless me and forgive me of my sins this morning, and hopefully he did.
What happened in the dream?
Oh, I don't know. It was some type of
Insulting people.
Yeah, I think I ran into him like at a restaurant. It was weird, but anyways, there you go. So
I'm going to show everyone you enjoy, and I think the point was that whatever it means, it just means being an ally and being a supporter of your neighbor and this country as a whole. So have a good evening. I'll talk to you later.
I haven't been to church in like a few decades. Like I'm not a very religious person.
I just came in to confess my sins. So if Pepe's out, I guess I'm out. Y'all have a good night. See you, Akima.
You're going on a family vacation. You could have your best friend come with you on the vacation of your choice, or your best friend, wherever they're doing for their family vacation, You can tag along with them.
How old are we?
You're whatever age you currently. This is a right now question. We're not, no time travel involved. Right this moment in time. So right now, Monica, what are you choosing? Are you going are you taking me on your family vacation? Or are you going on my no, just kidding. Are you going, you can choose any of your friends. Are you going on their vacation or are they coming with you?
Okay, I was like, whoa, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, Kevin.
I know.
But I had my friend Annie in mind because see, her husband works for this music label, Tower Records, and so that is, this decision right.
I'm from Chicago.
I left my car.
I'm from Chicago.
Hi, we're here with Frank Russo.
Courtney, look. Now you belong to him, and the stars will out your name. And it seems to me you live your life like a candlelight, never fade with the sunset, with the rain city.
Gay, 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 gay. Elton John is gay. Elton John is so gay. Hello? Angela, if you put any more filler in those lips, they're gonna burst, baby. Don't do it. Don't do any more filler, Angela. You're just as beautiful as you ever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hello? 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 If you remove a troll, it only makes him stronger. Hello? Kick me from the room and increase my troll power. Increase my troll power. Okay, this room's called How to Increase Your Troll Power with Republican in Clown World. Okay, welcome to How to Increase Your Troll Power in Clown World. Also, Clown World by Pepe, or Pepe the Clown Show. So, thanks for being here. This is Republican. You can vote Republican. Boy, no, shillelagh. We're playing an anger management CD right now. I'm gonna pop something else in maybe. I bought some hypnosis CDs, so let's play something else. I'll be right back. Okay, this is called Voices of Tranquility. Welcome, Joanna. This is a hypnosis, and the name of this room is How to Increase Your Troll Power. How are you doing this evening? Okay, I hope you enjoy this hypnosis. I bought this on eBay. We'll see how it is. Oh, it's not even working. It's not working. It doesn't work. Let's see. Is it a DVD? Compact disc. Should work. Maybe it's an international? I don't know. I think CDs are universal. Okay, we're gonna check my other CD player. Maybe the CD player's broken. We'll be right back. Let's see. So, anyways, this CD player I have here, it's like semi-broken, so we're gonna leave it at that. But anyways, this is how to increase your troll power. I think I'm gonna play something and then leave and go to the gym. So that's what I was trying to set up, was how can I play something and just leave. I am gonna probably choose something that...
Thanks, Joe. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Joe. Bye, everybody. That's Tucker Carlson trying to explain that he's not crazy. Okay, this is, I'm trying to think, what should we play for you here? Let's see. How about, Israel Regardier. Meditation. Okay, I hope you like this. This should be good.
Join Planet Fitness today and start getting that big fitness. I'm Lon Duquette, and I have just a few thoughts I'd like to share with you and a few memories about Israel regarding this.
Okay, this is called the Thoth Israel, the Invocation of Thoth. This is a powerful hypnosis to activate your inner troll.
Invocation of Thoth. Procul, o procul esti profani, on lasti, on peda. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee Iron Man.
Okay, so it's not really exactly as good as I thought it would be. I've listened to those before, they're very good. This is, okay, so there is the 1983 book, The Middle Pillar by Israel Garvey. Before they play that, let me play this one.
Floating self.
Okay, so that's not very good either. Okay, let's do the Middle Pillar audiobook. Here we go.
The Middle Pillar, the balance to the meaningful enrichment of both, and more importantly, for the benefit and welfare of the individual. Psychotherapy. Psychotherapy is the treatment of mental disorders with methods that revolve around the interpersonal relationship between therapist and client. A large portion of this entails helping clients explore their own ideas about themselves. The earliest form of psychotherapy, called psychoanalysis, began with Austrian psychologist Sigmund Freud.
Okay, it's not really. Okay, here, this should be good.
The middle pillar. Take a seated position. While you are in this relaxed position and breathing rhythmically, we will do the middle pillar exercise. Sit upright in your chair, both feet on the floor, alert.
Sorry, I can't do that one either. That's a good one to listen to. Yeah, likewise. I mean, I like to. Yeah, I mean. Okay, good night. Talk to you soon.
Relaxation.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't continue playing all this shit. Let's see what else is available.
Do that and then make sure my kid is safe. Because at my age, 41, baby, I have a hard time keeping up sometimes. You're not going to run away and I'm going to chase you down and fall all on the ground, huffing and puffing. I'm going to keep you right here. So do you think I be blaming the parents for that shit. He was? I feel like he was way worse. Oh,
and that has the first half ends the other.
I was so look. Now, look, let me tell you something.
But what about my song? It's the best song.
So my oldest is 27.
What song is that?
Please come home now. I got beans and blown.
Tyrone did a rebrand? That's right. You can listen to my voice note. It's beautiful. What the fuck is this? Amphilochius Galacta. No, it's Amphilochius Galacta.
Right now, say, in contrast, Hyman in 1996 concluded that there was insufficient evidence to accept RV as a scientifically established phenomenon. He criticized that for a phenomenon to occur, it is not necessary to resort
It'll be so difficult for people to say it. That's why I chose it.
That's actually really good.
What was do you have any association to Reverend Nathaniel? Do you know the world famous Orthodox priest, Brother Nathaniel? He's been on like YouTube and all that shit for many, many years, and he's a conspiracy theory, individual. Or, anyways, his name is Brother Nathaniel. Anybody know Brother Nathaniel?
Of course, dude.
Oh, you do know Brother Nathaniel? Oh, cool. Anyways, I've always enjoyed everything he's ever said. It's like, to me, it's always been like very good analysis, and it's just like fun to watch and funny, and it's so peaceful because he's up in that mountain shooting his shit. It's like very focused in what he does.
Yeah, right. But you really believe it. Well, I think I'm right on the money.
Well, Tucker Carlson was just on Joe Rogan, and I was creating snippets of what Tucker Carlson was saying about the CIA and Kennedy's assassination and 9/11. And like, I don't know if it'll get my YouTube account deleted, but I mean, it's on YouTube. But the things that they're talking about is so heretical to the foundations of the United States government because they want to abolish the CIA. It's just like, it's just so heretical, meaning that like it's just something that absolutely has to be talked about all the time, and it's just one of the things. But the biggest thing is always going to be the southern border, in my opinion. Until they actually solve that crisis, like everything else to me is irrelevant. That's always my opinion.
Question of those other studies saying that without having some sort of empirical way of explaining it, that it doesn't, that it isn't scientific. So that's why they attempted to correlate it with emotional intelligence in order to give it a potential mechanism that could explain, why that effect is occurring. So, it's interesting. And the thing about the emotional intelligence is that part of the emotional intelligence, from my understanding from reading that paper, is it does talk about intuition, emotional intuition, like people that can feel other person's emotions and intuitively feel not only their own emotions, but the emotions of other people. And what's really interesting is when they were first getting the remote viewers, their first guess was they wanted to find people that were intuitive. And they started looking at CIA operators that had survived, survived in fields where there was a very short life expectancy, had survived for many, many years, and seemed to be very intuitive. And that guy, Moneagle, was one of those guys. He survived 20 years as an operator on the front lines of the CIA when most operators were dying after 2 years. And he seemed to be somehow more intuitive than everybody else. So I think this study actually confirms that fact, that intuition is an indicator of improved remote viewing capabilities.
You said that what is an indicator?
Emotional intelligence, which
emotional
intelligence. Yeah, because that was. Remember, remember, there were splits, right? There was statistical significance, but the skeptics were saying, well, we can't, a mathematical model is not enough to prove an empirical result, and you could probably phrase it better than me. And that's what you just read a second ago, right? That was a criticism. So they were trying to put some sort of empirical test that is measurable, this emotion intelligence test, as sort of an empirical model that could support the increased statistical variance of remote viewers, therefore addressing the problems that those other guys were pointing out. So they confirmed that there's definitely a statistical difference in people that practice remote viewing, and now they're trying to say that it may be related to emotional intelligence, which is something the CIA initially suspected by selecting people that were highly intuitive as potential remote viewers for their initial programs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, super interesting, dude. Like, you know, when I started reading like who they were citing to, it cites to like every single.
It's all the old stuff I've read too. It's citing most of the old stuff put together.
Incredible.
And then there's newer stuff too, because admittedly I haven't really looked back since like it was probably 2018 the last time that I looked up a study. So it's what grabbed my attention because it was new, you know.
Yeah, that's like a compilation of like all of the studies related to remote viewing, and what's really interesting is the part that they focused on is the part that I'm focusing on, which is basically having a target pre-selected and then having the participants guess what the target is, which I forgot the term that they use for that. Because, you know, there's one where you don't know what it's going to be, you try to predict what it's going to be, and there's one where the target is already selected and you try to figure out what it was, you know, after the fact. And that's what I'm doing in the ChatGPT version. I'm going to have it generate the symbol and the target coordinate. The target coordinates are going to be given to all the participants. The participants are going to make their perceptions and send me emails with their perceptions. And then the target reveal is going to happen after that. Everything is going to be time-stamped. Every week I'm going to send updates on what targets were given, but with no results, like, you know, which group did what, because I don't want any information leakage or bias between the groups. And then finally, after I've got enough data, I'm going to take everything and just give it to everybody in the group for their own independent analysis. And then I'm also going to run my own analysis on it. Because, you know, there's people in the group that have experience in statistical analysis, et cetera, that'll probably do a much better job than me analyzing the data than I ever could wish for. But I'm excited now, dude. You know, if you want to, you know, it's not going to take a long time because it's going to be just basically once a week, right? I'm going to send out an email with a target coordinate, and the skeptics, the agnostics, and the believers are going to send me back an email with their perception. And I'm going to tabulate all that stuff, keep it in a database, and when everything is done, I'm going to send everybody the results. I'm going to redact all the information so you won't have people's emails or anything like that for security purposes. It'll just be, you know, users, which group they belong to without identifying them, and then how they guessed, statistical significance, and from that we can look at how each group did relative to the other groups, which should comport with this study that you just gave me, by the way. You know, the analysis they did there should apply, mirror what I end up getting. Should come close to what these guys did. You know, they aggregated all studies, so.
Right. Well, what did they do? They did 32